Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Astro Girl 1111. Now I know I have been on a very long hiatus, but I'm back with a video, and hopefully a lot of you will resonate with this one. You will like this video because it's a very common topic. It's a very common question when I get personal readings as well. By the way, I do personal readings, by which I mean this is a collective reading. This I'm reading for an audience, for a collective group of people, right? But if you want to get a reading done just for yourself, you can contact me. I'll leave the details in the description box below. You can contact me on any of the famous social media apps, that is your Instagram, Twitter. You can email me if you don't have any of those platforms. I'm not available on Facebook, but I have Instagram and I do have a Twitter account. So if you have these apps, you can contact me there. If you don't, you can just drop me a normal mail, right? And we can set up a meeting, or we can do written readings. There are plenty of services that you can choose from, wherein I can do a reading for you. So that is one thing. Those are paid readings. These are free readings. These are general readings as well. So this is not they're not specified for a specific like person in the audience, right? If the message resonates and it is for you, we'll come to that in a bit. But then the topic for today is messages from your person. So this is one of the most requested readings I get in my personal readings as well. And also when you look at the messages here on YouTube, or pick a card readings on YouTube, these are the most common topic to look into. And I thought, we should give it a chance. And because I am coming back after such a long period of time, I wanted to do a reading which, everyone can resonate with, and myself included. Everybody wants to know what their person is thinking about them at any given moment, right? Especially right now when we are in a lockdown, most of us might be having some relationship drama or something or the other, or you just might be curious what your crush thinks about you. And I'll also have to mention that it doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This could be any person in your life that you're curious about. If the messages come up in a way where they are romantic, I'll not hide them. I'll not bypass them in a way to fit everyone. So whatever messages come up, I will talk about them like that. But having said that, we'll start the reading now. For those, like I said, for those of you who know that I have been active on Twitter, I had posted one pick a picture type of a post, where I had asked people to comment with there were 4 pictures out of which they had to pick, and the message was to. So what I'll be doing is, when I'll post this on Twitter, I'll just connect the 2 readings together. So that post is what inspired this video. And that post I had made like on 10th of April. So my life has been in a whirlwind since then. I have had to shift and all of that, but that is for a different day. For right now, we'll do this reading. We'll attach the 2. For those of you who are clicking from Twitter, we'll go by piles. So pile 1, if you had chosen the first picture, pile 1, the second picture, pile 2, the third picture, pile 3, the fourth picture, pile 4. Okay, so you get the idea, right? You can just correlate that to this one, and we'll get started with that. If possible, while I'm editing it, I'll try and put the picture together. But I just have to mention, I'm not very good at that. I'll try to do that, but I'm not very good at editing or doing the technical things. I just am good at reading tarot cards, okay? This is one thing that I'm good at. And if I can't edit it in, please guys, I don't think it's relevant for the audience on YouTube, but for those of you who are watching on Twitter, please just connect it somehow. Anyway, enough blabbering on. I hope you guys are ready. I don't know yet if I want to do a short video or a long video, because I usually plan on doing shorter videos, and then when I get into the messages, they just take up so much time. So we'll go as the cards come by, because I don't pre-shuffle, I don't get the cards beforehand, okay? So I'll except for these ones, these are oracle cards. The main tarot cards, I do not do them up until I have started doing the pile, just one by one, okay? So it'll be like I'll get the cards as we go in the reading, as you are going towards the reading. So that is there. Sorry for cracking my fingers. The timestamps will be down below. I'm in a bit of a rush, I think, because I'm fasting today and I do not have a lot of energy, but I'll try to remain focused and calm, and we'll get this reading done, okay, guys? Because I have decided today that we will get this reading done somehow. I have been procrastinating for a very long time, and right now I don't actually have any reason to. So yeah, we'll get started with your reading. And for those of you who are new to tarot, if you don't know how this works, you can pick any one of these piles from 1 to 4. So we'll start from the one on my left, which is the amethyst one. From left to right, if we go, there's the purple stone, which is amethyst. There's black tourmaline, that is the second pile. The third pile, I think it is lapis lazuli. I don't exactly remember, but I think that is the stone. The fourth one is pyrite. Okay, so all of these are these crystals also have some special messages, so I will also consider them while doing the reading, because if I have chosen a particular crystal for a particular pile, I believe that there might be some message connected to that as well, depending on which pile you choose. So that is what you have to do. For those of you who already know how this goes, just go and click on the timestamps below. I'll post them in the comment section. You can just go to your own pile, the one that you have selected. For those of you who are new here, take a few deep breaths intuitively, whichever pile that you are being guided to. It doesn't matter that you are attracted to it or not. Whichever pile that you are attracted to or intuitively drawn towards, you can pick that one, and hopefully that will have a message for you. If it does not, you can pick up any second pile. I normally recommend to choose between 1 to 2 piles. I don't normally recommend just 2 to 3, 4 piles. But then again, if you are drawn to 2 or more crystals, that is completely up to you. I can't say no to that, okay? So yep, with that being said, I think I have covered all grounds. Yeah, so we'll start with the first pile, that is the amethyst stone. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, hi pile 1. I hope you can see all your cards here. Now for those of you who have chosen the amethyst stone, little bit about the stone is that it is it is used a lot in the spiritual community. It has a lot of it's highly intuitive. Like it helps with your intuition. It really helps you get in touch with your intuition. That is the main purpose of it. It is also a very protective stone. So these two things are although it has so many properties, but then just to keep it relevant to your reading, these two things are coming to my mind. Now the oracle card that came up for you was no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Okay, now I don't want you guys to panic right now. It is just the beginning of reading, and the cards that have come up for you are really good. So please stay up until the end of this reading if you have chosen this pile, and let me get things in perspective before you rush to the end. Okay, now for those of you who chose this pile, I feel like you might be in a situationship, or you might be in a that is the most prominent energy. I wasn't even thinking when I said that, but that is the most prominent energy that came up for me. Otherwise, you could be with somebody who has probably rejected you in the past, or it could be somebody who is asking you to take things slow, to pause down a bit. And the reason behind it, I'll tell you just now. But right now, the person that you are waiting on, the person whose messages you are waiting on, they are telling you to take things a little bit slower for them. Okay, now why is it that they want to take things slow? Is it because they don't love you? No, that is not the case. We have Ace of Cups here, we have the Sun card here. You bring them a lot of joy. That is what this person is communicating. This relationship in itself is both of you, it is a very mutual thing, I feel, where this person brings you a lot of joy and you bring this person a lot of happiness as well. And also with the Ace of Cups, whatever this connection, whenever it started, there might have been a very instant attraction between the two of you, and things might have moved very quickly. Okay, so for some of you, that could be the reason why they are asking you to just hold things off a bit more, because things are moving too quickly for them, perhaps. And if it is somebody that you have recently met, this person, when they met you, they liked you, they liked your vibe, and the feeling might have been mutual, and then things might have started going too fast for their comfort, perhaps with the Eight of Wands, which is the energy for fast movement, especially in terms of Wands is the energy for love, passion, and all of these things. So there was a lot of back and forth with the communication. You guys were meeting more. I know it's a lockdown right now, but then maybe when you guys met, at the time you guys went out a lot, there was a lot of communication, there was a lot of back and forth communication, good communication, healthy communication, and you liked their vibe and you liked them as well. And now you're waiting. That is the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Now it does not matter how long you have known this person. That instant attraction thing might have been true even if you met them 1 year ago, 1 month ago, 1 year ago, or 2 year ago. Doesn't matter. But that instant attraction thing might be true for you. And what is happening right now, currently, regardless of when you met this person, what is happening right now is that there's this newfound love, okay, with the Ace of Cups. So if you have known this person for say 2 years, even then this love might be newfound. Maybe you guys are just only now realizing that you have love for each other, or you always had a kind of attraction, but things never got up off the ground. Okay, it never got into a relationship, it never went into a proper commitment. So now maybe you're wondering, where will things go from here? Okay, we like each other, there's mutual attraction, why aren't things moving forward? And it feels a lot like that responsibility to take things forward could be a lot on this person, regardless of whether they are a guy or a girl. Doesn't matter. Maybe you have put things in, like, put the ball in their court, so to say. You are waiting on an answer for them, and maybe I feel like there was a conversation between the two of you where either this person has outright rejected this idea of relationship with the two of you, or they have asked you to just wait a while. Right now I'm not ready, or take things slower a bit, because I'm not ready for a commitment. Okay, why they're asking you to wait has nothing to do with you, by the way. It, with the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, they are waiting to feel emotionally secure. Okay, now if somebody says to you that I'm not emotionally stable, not in that sense, but just in a normal way, like, if somebody says to you that they are not emotionally stable, or they do not feel like emotionally prepared for a connection, now if somebody says to you that I'm not emotionally prepared for a connection, you should not be in a place where you force it on that person. Okay, at least that is my opinion. So what they're telling you right now, through what they might not be vocalizing, but that is what I'm picking up from their energy, is that they are waiting to feel emotionally secure. Okay, this could be in their life in general, this could be connected to a work thing, this could be connected to their own personal healing. Wherever they are in their journey, they are trying to kind of get grounded, to feel a lot more secure as a person. And maybe that is maybe they want to get into a relationship after that. Okay, maybe they want to take up things in a relationship after, post that. So yes, they have love for you, yes, they have affection for you, yes, you bring them a lot of joy. The attraction here is mutual, I feel, with the Sun card and the Ace of Cups. There's no doubt about that, but they are still asking you to wait for them. Okay, give them that time to feel secure enough in this relationship as well as in their own life. Okay, this could go both ways. Maybe this relationship is perhaps something very new, and they're still kind of trying to how to say trying to figure things out about where they stand in this relationship or where you stand in this relationship, and they're asking you perhaps to give them some time. Okay, now you will know your person better. If it has been going on for a ridiculous amount of time and you feel like you cannot wait on this person, that is completely your decision. I'm not here to tell you that you should wait on this person regardless of how they're treating you, how long they're, if they're leading you on and they're not following through with their promises. I'll not tell you to wait on this person, but I can only pick up on their energy, and that is what I'm picking up on right now, is that they want you to wait up until, in a very blunt manner, if I had to say, they want you to wait up until a time they feel emotionally stable or emotionally secure enough to get into this relationship, and that is when they will take another step towards you. Okay, up until then they'll entertain you, they like talking to you. So with the 8 of Wands, they like to engage with you. Maybe you have a lot of back and forth conversations with this person and you enjoy their company, and vice versa, they enjoy your company. We have the Sun card as a mutual energy here. So between the both of you, there's also a thing about inner child thing where both of you bring out the inner child in each other. Okay, so with that inner child happiness also comes a lot of triggers from their childhood as well as yours. Okay, so they could be triggering your childhood as well as you might be triggering their childhood at the same time. Childhood issues or whatever they had been, like, kind of put it into a box and put it away. Maybe this connection brings up a lot of that back. The responsibility of it does not lie on you, nor does the responsibility of your things lie on them. But then, just to put things in perspective, with that joy, with that inner child happiness, that kind of insecurity that you had experienced in childhood also is getting triggered. Okay, and not just for you, for them as well. So for now, what they're asking of you, if you can give it to them, is to pause a bit, take things a bit more slower, up until the point they find their own footing, they find their own grounding, and then they want to pursue this connection in a more official manner. Although I am not seeing as of yet where I can confirm it to you, whether or not they'll offer you something right now, but they would like to take things slower, and they do have love for you, and they do see a sort of longer term connection with you. Now it could be as a friend, it could, I don't, although I'm picking up on a romantic energy, I don't know how they would like to take this thing in the future. That is for you to figure out in the future. For right now, there's a pause here. Okay, and you will have to deal with that either, or you can just walk away from this connection. Whatever is suitable for you, whatever is better for you, whatever you feel like is good for you, that you should do. With that, pile 1, your reading is complete. If you want any more clarity on the subject, if you want me to read about any other questions in your life, if you related to this reading, you can get a personal reading booked with me. Just to look up the signs of this particular deck. Now with the, I'm getting a lot of death card energy from the Snow card. So it could be like your person could be a Scorpio, you could be a Scorpio, one of you could be a Leo, and both of those are fixed signs. So both of you are very, very stubborn in your beliefs. So it might be a bit difficult to find that middle ground energy between the two of you. Okay. So one of you might be a Leo, another might be Scorpio. There's Cancerian energy, and of course there's Pisces. Okay, so I'm picking up on a lot of like water energy. So there's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming up prominent here. Even the Cancerian energy is prominent, and so we have water here in a lot of way. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be prominent. Another thing is the Leo card is prominent, and also the fire energy. So fire and water both are prominent here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the fire signs, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the water signs. So maybe you have it in your chart, they have it in their chart, somewhere in those placements. And I'm not talking about just the sun signs, by the way. I am talking about your big four, that is your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You might have these placements somewhere there. Okay, so if you feel like but I don't have this, and I'm not a Scorpio, I'm not a Leo, that is okay. You might have this placement in your chart. So if you know your natal chart, there might be a better clarity about it. Even if you don't, that is okay. These are just energies we are dealing with. And by itself, fire and water, it's kind of like you both might be very opposite energies to each other, and maybe you have realized that in your connection as well. And you both, like I said, you both might be very different people. You both might be and both of you might be very headstrong in that. So while you are being different, even in that case, you are both very stubborn, very headstrong people, very opinionated people. So both of you don't like to back down from how you're feeling or what your perspective is on a certain thing. So which is why I feel like you should take your time to find that middle ground where you feel like both of your needs are being met. And if at any point you feel like your needs are being compromised, of course the thing to do is walk away, get into a connection which is more compatible with you. Or if you feel like you can make things work with this person, communicate and talk to them about it. Okay. Communication does seem like, if there's not enough communication right now, it does seem like it'll quicken up with the 8 of Wands. So with that, pile one, I'll end your reading. I hope it gave you some clarity on the situation. I do not promise to give you or sell you some sort of a dream, but I'll read exactly what the cards show me. Okay, and that is what I have done so far in this reading. Hopefully it resonates with you. Hopefully you like the reading. If you do, please like, please subscribe. Just give me any feedback, reviews, whatever you have on your mind. Any advices also, sorry for that noise. Any advices you have for me, leave them in the comment section. And I hope you all have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So, messages from your person. What does your person or the person on your mind want to convey to you? Now, this could be a romantic connection. This could be somebody that is friends with you. It could be a colleague. Could be somebody that you're thinking about, who you want to check up on, and you want to know what is it that they want to communicate you. If maybe the communication blockages, sorry for that, communication blockages that exist in your 3D or your reality did not exist, what would they convey to you? And this is your reading. Now, what I have done for this reading is I have gotten one oracle card. We have one crystal that I'll read off of, and then we have the tarot cards. Okay, so we'll start with the oracle card, and I'm trying to keep this reading as short as possible because I don't want to get into too much of a lengthy reading, half an hour reading about just like 3 cards that I could probably wrap it up in 5-10 minutes. So I'll try not to exceed a 10-minute mark, and that is what I'm picking up. Except of course, if I get any messages, I will bring them in to the reading. But then I'm trying to keep it to the 10-minute mark, and each pile will have 10 minutes. Okay, so pile 2, here's your reading. Now, what does your person want to convey to you, or the person on your mind? What do they want to say to you? The first thing that they want to say to you is, with the 9 of Swords, they are going through a lot right now. Okay, there might be, if you are privy to that information, if you are aware of it, there is a lot going on in their life right now. There might be a lot of emotional and mental upheaval that they are going through. And if there is a gap in communication between the two of you, if they can't communicate with you right now, if they are not giving you as much of a time right now as they should or as they normally would, with the 4 of Pentacles, I can see here right now that they are not available to you in the same manner as they normally would be, right? So also with the King of Cups, they are trying so hard to keep things under control. Okay, King of Cups is somebody who tries to be emotionally stable, or who is emotionally stable and doesn't let on a lot of things that are going on into their life. So whoever you are dealing with, the person that you are dealing with, could be somebody who doesn't like to ask for help, who likes to act like everything is under control. I have got everything under control. I do not need any help. I'll manage it, so on and so forth. But their life right now doesn't have to be in their life, but their whatever is affecting their mental health, whatever is affecting their mental well-being, and whatever is affecting their emotional well-being, there's a lot of trigger here in their life, and they're trying to cope with it. Okay, they're trying their level best to cope with it. Nine of Swords is one of the most difficult cards in the tarot deck when it comes to mental and emotional well-being, right? So there might be things that are actually in their life that are going wrong, that are going out of their control, that they are trying to kind of make sense of. Trying to put things together in a place. They're trying to get shit under control. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I feel and also we have the Page of Swords. Now with the Page of Swords, if at all there is any communication, it might be very direct, very point to point. I feel like where they're just communicating what's going on in their life, perhaps on a very shallow level. Maybe if you guys and with the King of Cups, they have a soft spot for you. Okay, if you are in a romantic connection, they do have love for you. King of Cups is somebody who has love for you, but they're not very they do not wear that on their sleeve. Okay, they have it under control. But the feelings are there. Okay, so that can't be denied. If it is somebody else in your life, it could be somebody that you're emotionally connected to. Okay, so if you're talking about a colleague, maybe there is a friendship there where you feel sort of a camaraderie there, or you feel like there is that kind of connection. There is this connection here. They have a soft spot for you. You might have a soft spot for them. There's an emotional connection to this, emotional angle to this connection. It's not just on your part, that is from their part as well. And whether it be in a friendship, whether it be in a work environment, whether it be in a romantic relationship, whoever you are dealing with, whoever you are curious about, they have love for you, they have affection for you. They're not showing it right now, or they're not very openly showing it right now because of what is going on in their life. Okay, so they are very conservative of their energy with the Four of that is Four of Wands. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I read that as a Four of Pentacles. That is Four of Wands. Some of you, by the way, could be twin flames if you believe in that kind of. Or some of you could be married to each other. This could be somebody that you're married to. With the Four of Wands here, it seems like they're trying to work on their foundation. Okay, they're trying to create a foundation for themselves. This could be in their finances. This could be for their own life, but they're trying to work at something that is so crucial to them in their life, that is kind of affecting their own mental health, and they want to pull things together. Okay, they want to make things right. They're working on that. In fact, that is what their aim is right now. And I feel like if you have been distant with each other, they will soon communicate it to you, that with the Page of Swords here, they will soon communicate that to you, that these things are going on in my life, and I cannot possibly invest in you in the same way as I would normally. But that does not mean that I do not have love for you. That does not mean that I do not have affection for you. Especially for some of you who resonate with the higher level connections, or the twin flame connection. This does feel like a very weird time frame for you, wherein maybe you do realize that this person does like you, but they're not coming forward or saying that to you. Okay, or either way, they are very conflicted in their own life with regards to something that is very crucial to their own foundations, their own growth, their own life, and where they want it to be. Sorry for that noise. Okay, so all of that being said, okay, all of that, those things being at play, and I feel like you might be aware of it on some level, because I am picking up on that soulmate connection here. So soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic connection. Soulmate could be anyone around you. But if you do pick up on their emotions, I feel like you might get affected when they are getting affected. So if you find yourself getting angry out of nowhere, if you find yourself getting upset out of nowhere, you could be picking up on this person's energy, I feel. Okay, so what I feel is, in the future they will communicate. If they haven't already, they will communicate to you exactly what is going on, and what is blocking the communication, if at all there was any blockage, or why they can't come forth to you in the same manner as they used to, or as you would like them to. There are certain blockages, and they will communicate to you. With your oracle card, what lights you up? Okay, star seed, again with that soulmate, soul family, soul tribe kind of a thing. This is somebody who, with the star seeds thing, maybe both of you resonate with the star seeds concept. For those of you who are not aware of it, please look it up. It's a very huge concept. I'll not get into that in this reading, but if you are curious about what it is, it talks about somebody, life forms who have come from outer space to earth, and all of that stuff. So you can just look into it if you resonate with it. This video is not about that, so I'll not go into the depth of it. But just from my understanding, is what I feel from it is that this could be somebody who is a soul tribe, who you can call the soulmate, soul tribe, soul family kind of a vibe, and you pick up on their energy intensely, which is why maybe you are wondering what is happening with this person, right? Even though they have not communicated, even though they have not been completely honest with what is going on in their life, you might be picking up on the fact that something is wrong there. It might be irking at you, and you're right on that. Okay, this person is going through a lot, and if you can afford to give this person that space to heal from that, because it does not seem like anything that they're doing out of just to derive pleasure out of it, or just to play games. It does not feel that way. It does seem like they're going through something in their life, and they're trying to make it right, and they're trying to get it under control, get things under control, get their life under control, perhaps to some extent. And this could be somebody, and maybe this is what they are telling you, what lights you up. You could be somebody who lights them up. So if you are it just feels to me like you could be somebody, or your connection could be something that really helps them, and it really with the lighting up, you bring them perhaps a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, and they might do the same for you. Okay, so this connection might bring both of you a lot of happiness towards each other, which could be why you might be curious about what do they want to say. So if you were wondering why that is the situation, it is because there is a soulmate connection here, there's a soul tribe energy here, where even if it is not a romantic connection, I feel like there's a lot of soul tribe vibe here, which is like somebody who is very similar to you yet very different, but you resonate with their energy, you like their energy, you like their vibe, so to say. And if at all they have withdrawn from you, it is not personal. That is one thing that is very clear here. It is not personal to you, it is not because of you. There are certain things in their life that they are trying to get under control. It seems like something very crucial to their own foundations, their own life, and just laying down the foundations for their own life, it seems. Okay, and in due time, when they have gotten a grip on it, because King of Cups energy is somebody who likes to take things or to tackle with things on their own and without any help, and I'll do it, I'll be fine, And when once they have gotten it under control, once they have that kind of clarity, then that is where I feel like they will tell you, this and the third happened with me, and now they can communicate with you because now they have better control over it. Okay, so pile 2, that is your reading. With the page of fear, you can expect a communication from this person anytime soon. And right now this is about, does this connection make you happy? What lights you up, right? If it makes you happy, and some of you, I feel like, I don't know why, just like kind of a last straw of situation, like this is the last time I'm putting up with it. And if that is the case, it is completely up to you. If this connection does not bring you happiness, or it used to but it does not anymore, you can walk away. Why I'm telling you that is because the black tourmaline is, first of all, it's a protective stone, and not only that, it has transmutive properties, right? So whatever negativity it has, it transmutes it into a positive energy. That is the main, property of a black tourmaline. So maybe right now that is what you're doing in this person's life. Maybe they are surrounded by this lot of negativity, and you are probably that source of positivity into their life. Do you want to be that source or not? That is completely up to you. Okay, you are helping them in their time, you are helping them through this difficult phase, whether or not you want to be put in this position, because it is a lot of responsibility, right? To be put in this position where you are probably helping somebody get through a rough time, or maybe you have been here a lot of times with other people, with this person perhaps, and maybe you don't want to play that role anymore, and that is okay. You can walk away without guilt, right? If you feel like you cannot do it anymore, you can walk away. Protect your own energy first, because right now, especially in these times, you owe it to yourself to protect your own energy before helping out other people. Because right now you do, each one of us, and a lot of our spiritual well-being does affect our physical well-being directly. Whether or not you believe in it, that's a different thing altogether, but I am a strict believer of it. The moment you let somebody cross your boundaries, that is when you will start experiencing it in your physical life. You will start seeing patterns where you're getting affected by it. So if you are seeing those patterns, if you are picking up on an energy where you are like, this is affecting me now, you can take a break, you can walk away. You don't have to always be this person who is the beacon of light in their life. You don't have to play that role if you don't want to. Okay, but having said that, what this person feels towards you is that you are somebody who is shining that light, or bringing some positivity into their life, and they feel like they will tell you what is going on when they have dealt with all of this in their life. So if you don't have the patience, if you don't like being that person, if you don't like the role that you're playing in their life right now, walk away. Simple as that. Because I can see there's a lot of they are getting hurt, and in the process maybe you are getting hurt. So it's a bit complicated, especially if you are picking up on their energy. That could be the deal. But there will be this conversation between the two of you, where you both can discuss it. Okay, and they will give you clarity. If they haven't already, they will give you some sort of clarity as to why things are not going in the normal way, or why you are feeling this particular way. You'll get an answer to that. Okay, so pile 2, that was your reading. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Comment if you liked the reading, if you liked anything about it. If you want to put a feedback, put it in the if you have any questions. Don't ask me tarot questions, because for that you need to get a personal reading done. But apart from that, if you have any questions about spirituality, about tarot, in the sense that general tarot questions, you can ask me in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to reply to them. And pile 2, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I do not claim to sell a fairy tale over here. Whatever I pick up on this cards is exactly what I'll tell you. And with that being said, I hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity that you were looking from this particular video. And I hope you have a good day, a good night wherever you are. Bye. Take care. Hi Pile 3, I hope all the cards are visible to you. Um, there's a bit of there's one card that is out of frame, I'll just put it here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now, Pile 3, messages from your person, right? The first card that we got for you, that is the Oracle card, it talked about crumbling. Now, this is the Tower card here in this deck, okay? Something has happened suddenly in this connection, or had happened suddenly in this connection, and I feel like it is about somebody who had walked away. Now, you could have walked away from this person, or this person could have walked away from you. With the Six of Swords, that is the energy that I'm picking up on. Either you are thinking about walking away from this person, or this person has communicated to you that they want to walk away from this connection, or they want to move away from this connection. Now, if that is not the case, okay, if you feel like that is not the case for you, it very well could be that this person could be walking away from something from their past, and or either you could be walking away from something from your past. The Six of Swords energy is like somebody walking away from one, like, from a painful situation. So if they had been going through a painful situation in their past, and if you are aware of it, maybe that is what they are walking away from, and they want to communicate it to you, especially for those of you who where a third party or an ex was involved. Maybe they are walking away from them. Now, I don't want to give you false hopes, so it will not be true for everybody, but I don't know why I feel like this is not okay. So what I'm picking up on right now is that your energy is coming up as the Emperor, and their energy, now you don't have to be a feminine, masculine, whatever. You don't have to resonate with any of that. It's just you are showing up in this Emperor energy, and your person is showing up in this Knight of Cups energy, wherein I feel like they are trying to move towards you after having walked away from something. That is the most prominent storyline that I'm picking up on. And maybe especially I don't know if they have already communicated or not. For some of you, maybe they already have. But there's a lot of, with the Nine of Swords, talks about a lot of tension, a lot of mental pain and frustration, and maybe you're not responding to them. Okay, that is what I feel. So doesn't have to be you, doesn't have to be one party or the other. I'll just say it party wise. There's one person here who maybe they had involved you in some sort of because there's pain involved here in this relationship. Okay, so either they have caused you pain, or you have caused them pain, one way or another. Maybe it was mutual on some level, both of you hurt each other, and I do feel like there was a third party involvement here, where they might have been with somebody, and maybe they are walking away from them, and now they thought that when they'll come to you, you will be more responsive to them, but you feel like in a more defensive state. You feel, I don't think that you are responding to them. You are more focused on your money, you are more focused on your career, and maybe you already have gone through with the pain that they have given to you, and what, even if it was mutual, you already realize that this connection is not worth investing into, and maybe you're not doing that. Okay, and this could be vice versa. Maybe you have approached this person, and they are not as open to you as you would have liked them to. So what I'm largely picking up on from this pile is that two people who were together, whether it was a friendship, connection, relationship, whatever it was, there was a sudden breakup, there was a sudden stop in that connection with the Tower card. It happened suddenly. I don't think you were ready for that. I don't think they had indicated that there could be something of that sort. Maybe you walked away, maybe this person walked away, but I feel like there was betrayal involved here. Okay, even if you walked away, you might have walked away because of the betrayal. They could have been with somebody else, or maybe um, you walked away because you liked somebody else. Whatever be the case, um, they are trying to, somebody here has walked away from the other person. Now if it is your person, they have walked away, they want to come back into your life, but what they find is that you are not as responsive as they expected you to be. Okay, and I don't feel like, even if they have not texted you this, even if they have not communicated or called or something of that sort, they are missing you a lot, because Knight of Cups energy is like Knight of Water, Knight of Cups energy is like, there's that emotion. And also a lot of, with the water energy, I just feel like water and air. Okay, so it just feels like, I don't know why I feel like a lot of telepathy between the two of you. So on the moment, or in the moments that when you find yourself thinking about this person, and if you haven't had a communication with them, is a high possibility they're thinking about you, or they are reminiscing about your connection. I do feel like somebody here is missing the other person a lot, but whoever is the person that they have walked away from in this connection, so I'll not pick out the parties, but whoever has walked away, or whoever has decided to not let this connection flow again, is somebody who is very focused on their career, somebody who is very, this could be you, this could be them. So right now, if they are trying to reach you, you might be very focused on your career, your everything. And if you are trying to reach out to them, okay, they might be very focused on their career. So either way, there's a blockage here that you both are not, like, able to perhaps and it says, what are you clinging to, right? The crumbling card says, what are you clinging to? I feel like, even if you, okay, so let's suppose you're the person here, because it could be you, it could be them, but I'm reading from your perspective. So let's suppose you are the person here who is focused on your career, and who is not giving this person another chance after what had happened. I feel like you still are kind of energetically hung up on this person, whether or not you communicate it to them. Okay, and also with the Emperor, a lot of ego energy comes in. So you will have to understand, or you will have to realize, are you not talking to this person because you have truly moved on, or are you not talking to them because you're still kind of angry, or kind of holding that resentment from them? And if that is the case, whether or not you talk to this person is a different thing altogether, but you need to work on that. You need to let go of that anger, of that resentment. For why are you still holding on to it, if you see, or if you feel like you already have moved on, right? So that is one thing that for you can take away from this reading, is that I do feel like there's a blockage here. I don't know why, I just don't see this connection. um I don't need people telling me that, oh, I see the cards and maybe something will turn up, this, that, and the third. I just, there's too many um, moving factors here, too many intuitive hits that I'm picking up on, which to me just feels like there's a lot of incompatibility that you already are aware of, your person might be aware of as well. Don't fall back into something just because you feel lonely. And I feel like, to some extent, this person might be trying to fall back into this relationship because of loneliness, and that should not be the reason why they would come back to you. But if that is the case, you're better off alone, because somebody who's just trying to fill a void with you will, again, if they have done it in the past, they'll do it again, right? So if that has been the case with you, try and avoid falling back to it. If you can afford to, without triggering anything, without feeling emotional, without if you feel like you can tackle it, and if they reach out to you, try and communicate. If you haven't gotten that closure, if you want to do that, although I personally do not understand the concept of closure, because that is something ultimately you will have to give it to yourself. You can have 15 million conversations with this person, and if you don't understand why they did what they did, at the end of the day, you will have to give that closure to yourself. They cannot do it for you. Maybe they did not even have a reason. A good you would be surprised the amount of times people do shitty things just because they can do that, right? Just because they can do that. There's no reason, there's no why and why not and all of that. Some people just do shitty things because, um, and I don't know why I'm being so, like, hyped up about this particular reading, but it just seems like a very, like, two people who are not compatible, and one person who is very, like, there's a level of, I would say, um they're acting from a place of, like, either you or your person, whoever is on the whoever walked away, whoever suddenly walked away for a different connection, whoever is there, whoever is the person doing that shit, they're acting from a place of, like, okay, you owe this to me, and you don't, the other person, they don't owe anything to you. And right now, if you are feeling lonely, right now, if you're feeling alone, um, the other person does not owe you company, the other person does not owe you love, especially when you have walked away from them at some point in the past without any, um, with a tower card, right? Without any warnings. It happened suddenly. So if it has happened to you, I'm sorry. I hope you have healed from this, whatever this has happened, whatever this person has put you through. I hope you healed from it, because I'm getting a very shitty energy from this particular deck. So whoever you were dealing with, it just feels like a very entitled person. That's the word I was looking for, entitled. Okay, I was just looking for that for a very long time. This person feels like very entitled. They don't see that is a problem here. They miss you, maybe they want to talk to you, um, they would like to communicate to you that they have feelings, perhaps, or they want to fall back into this connection, but they don't feel like what they had done was wrong. Okay, and if at all they cheated on you, if at all they walked away from you without a warning, after having, led you on, or after being in a connection with you, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's one of the hardest things to, like, when somebody walks away from you without an explanation, it's one of the hardest things um to deal with. And if you have come out of it with this emperor energy, right, you have gone through that heartbreak with the 9 of swords, and if you have come out of this emperor energy wherein you are focused on yourself, you are focused on your goals, you are focused on your life right now, you do not need this person. Okay, and whether or not it is clear to you in your 3D reality, but you are so far off better than being with this person, because they are anyway showing up as a Knight of Cups. Okay, and you are showing up as the Emperor. So you don't have to deal with them. You are better off alone than being with this person or trying to feed their ego, whatever be the case here. And I know the cards are not that extreme, maybe to some extent. The cards are not that extreme, but the intuitive energy I'm feeling from this is like somebody who is very entitled, somebody who was very shitty towards you in the past, and if you had to go through this, I'm so sorry for your for that experience that you had to go through, and I hope you heal from it, and I hope you heal from it without having to deal with this person again, because I just do not feel like it will serve you or it will do you any good. Okay, if you really want that closure, have that conversation perhaps one last time, but again, closure is something that you give to yourself, and whether or not you believe in it right now, at some point I feel like you will realize it. But if that is what will give you a peace of mind, talk to them if they approach you. Okay, but you're doing so well in your life with the Emperor card. You're doing so well in your life, and I would like you to carry on with that energy. Even if you don't feel like you're put together, it will fall through in your life. Things will fall through, but you're working towards something that is really good, and you should not give up on that. So, pile 3, that was your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope you resonated. I hope it gave you some sort of clarity about what is going on with this person, with this connection. If it did not resonate with you, that is okay. Pick another pile. It was a very specific message, so I don't feel like it will resonate with everyone. I don't think that would be the case. I did not expect it to be the case. But yeah. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys have a good day. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll hopefully, I'm trying this time around, I'll be coming up with a lot of videos, and I'm just, you know, subscribe to my channel. That is all. So pile 3, have a good day, good night, bye. Okay, pile 4, welcome to your reading. We have had I wouldn't say a long video, but it was a long video. Okay, so pile 4, welcome to your reading. Messages from your person or the person on your mind. Now, like I mentioned, it could be a romantic connection, it could be somebody that you're just curious about, could be a friend, could be a colleague, could be anyone, right? Okay, just give me a second to get my thoughts together. So your stone was a pyrite stone. This is the stone. It's called the Fool's Gold, right? Now there's a story to be told there, but it's a stone for prosperity. It's a stone for wealth. A lot of people go after it in like, you know, but that term Fool's Gold it's just kind of on my mind right now, and I'm wondering how that connects to this reading, but we'll get to that. It's not anything negative, don't worry, but we'll get to that point later on. With your we'll start with your card, Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, help us in the subtle realms. Now, Divine Orchestration. So if you are in a connection, or if you are moving towards something, whoever this person is, okay, this connection, this person, be it a friendship, be it a mentor, be it anyone, this is a very divinely guided connection, okay, positive or negative, there is a lesson to be learned here, and there is something of value, and with the pyrite, that value thing is coming up prominent here, something of value that you will derive from this connection, and something that value will be prominent, okay, it's not something that is just a small lesson, something that can be kicked over. It feels like prominent, it feels like divinely orchestrated, right? That is the term that is used, or divinely orchestrated. So whether or not you are happy or sad or whatever you are feeling right now in this connection with this person, you can be rest assured that it is a part of your journey. So if it is negative, take things positively, understand that it has to be a part of your life, and if it is positive for you, you know, well and good enough, then of course you can enjoy the perks, and that is coming up in your life with this reading. Now that is the oracle card. Coming to, sorry for that noise, coming to the tarot readings. Now tarot cards that I have gotten for you are really good. There's one catch, but we'll discuss it later. But this is somebody with a Page of Cups, King of Wands, Ten of Cups, somebody who, this feels like a very dreamy connection, okay, the Piscean, the Cancerian energy coming up here with the King of Wands. So somebody who might be very flirty, either you might be an extrovert, or your person might be an extrovert, and they really know how to use their words well. King of Wands is someone, King of Fire, King of Wands, somebody very flirty, even if they're not a very huge on extroverted part of it, they might really know what to say to get to you, okay, and both positively and negatively, I feel. But this could be a very could be a friend with the Page of Cups. It could be still somebody who's a friend, but then you do have attraction towards them, or they have attraction towards you, or maybe you guys flirt here and there, and you know them socially perhaps, so which is why I'm picking up on a more of a friendly energy. I don't feel like this guy is settled, because King of Wands, I don't usually get the commitment energy from King of Wands, but that is where your mind could be running towards, or their mind could be running towards. The Ten of Cups talks about this ideal romantic relationship, the marriage, and the whole 9 yards of it, right? So Ten of Cups is what came up for the mutual energy. So I feel like that is how they look towards you. Because we're doing messages from your person, they look at you as somebody who can be husband or wifey material. They realize that you are somebody who can be uh, like they can have a family with you. Somebody could have a family with you, even if they're not ready right now. You're somebody who, a husband wifey material, like I said. And with the page of cups, it feels like it's a new energy. It feels like, or even if it is not a new person in your life, so per se, but this relationship hasn't advanced to a part to an extent where anything else can be thought about. They have an idea as to what the potential could be. The potential here is 10 of cups, the husband or wife card, but the connection itself hasn't evolved enough to be talking about those terms, or to even, I don't feel like even a commitment has been established. If it has been, that's a good thing, but I do not pick up on the fact that even a commitment has been established here. I feel like it's like a friendship where you guys flirt, you guys like each other. They might be really flirty towards you. You might with the page of cups and king of wands, it could be somebody who's giving you signals that they like you, and I feel like you revert that energy back. You like them as well. But having said all of that, the catch here is the two of pentacles or the two of earth card. Two of pentacles is somebody who is juggling two things at one time. Now, it doesn't have to be another person. We don't have to get to that extreme, but if there's not a commitment, that would be okay as well. So if you guys are not committed, it's very likely that they might have another person that they might be dating. You might know about it as well. I feel like if that is the case, you might be already aware of it. I don't feel like this person has essentially hidden it from you. I don't get that energy from these cards. If they're dating other people, they might have been very honest about it. And look at the way this person is, right? With the king of wands, somebody who wears their heart on sleeve, the literal definition of it, right? So you could be dealing with a flirt, pile 4. They could be a very flirty person, and which is why I feel like, coming back to the fool's gold, right? I feel like you have this love for this person. You have this maybe love is too premature a word to be using in this pile, but you have this attraction. You recognize that, you understand that this person is attracted towards you as well. But then that is what I meant when I said the fool's gold thing. You feel like you can have something with this person, with the 10 of cups. Okay, both of you realize or see each other as somebody who can be a long-term partner, somebody, even if you don't get married, there could be a long-term commitment. Both of you recognize that, both of you see that in each other. The thing here is that you don't essentially get the vibe that this person is somebody who, maybe they have said it in their own words, or maybe this is something that was just you picked up on it, right? That they're not ready for commitment, or they are not ready to be put in a cage right now. So, which is where the whole fool's gold things come. Like, again and again, this word is vibrating in my head right now. So you feel like this is something that could be so good, and so long term, and you both, maybe there's a connection here. You both like each other. Look at the way that person is. They also, either you could be younger in age from this person, or there could be an age difference between the two of you. Okay, so they have certain options. Okay, right now, first, for those of you who know already that they are dating other people, I feel like it's only a matter of time before, with the two of wands, it's just like they're waiting for a time where either you or they become clear enough about this connection that they can invest into it. They already know the potential of it. With the 10 of cups, they already know the direction that it can go. If if things are ideal between the two of you, they already know the direction that it can take, right? But right now they're juggling something, and if you can just see this card, look at this card, right? They're juggling two things, and there might be other options as well, because there are 3-4 things here. But look at the way that they're looking at one. So they already have made up their mind, okay? They already have made up their mind and the direction that they want to go towards, and it's only a matter of time with the Two of Wands. There's something that you are waiting on, and I feel like even you are waiting on this kind of validation, or this kind of like to put a name to your connection, perhaps, okay, to for them to put things into in an official manner, so to say. And up until that, you feel like all of it is just, yes, I can dream about this, yes, I can I know what it can turn into. It could be something that is so good, but up until this person is completely sure of it. And funny enough, that is what they feel towards you as well, I think, because you have two twos here. So I feel like they are waiting on you and you're waiting on them. But this is a very funny situation. Okay, so I feel like this person, both of you flirt with each other. This could be a new connection, this could be a friend. You both realize the potential of this connection. Both of you are waiting on the other person to kind of put a label to this connection before the other one could, because they don't want to look foolish, perhaps. And then again, the fool's gold, right? And you both like to indulge in this fantasy of what it could be, but both of you are not taking that step, which is so funny. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm picking up a very funny vibe. Maybe both of you are funny, or one of you is like really funny, and that sense of humor is really popping up here. And there's a sense of ridiculousness in this pile. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that your connection is ridiculous, but both of you realize, I think, how ridiculous it is to be waiting on each other and not yet go into something that is that it could be that you could enjoy in the long term. I think both of you realize how ridiculous it could be, but then both of you are kind of drawn back with your own inhibitions. And I don't see it being ego. I think it's just fear, it's inhibitions, it's a lack of clarity, so to say, or a lack of faith that this will work out in the long term. But the love is here. That is what they're saying. The love is here. Even if they are entertaining other people, and if this connection hasn't evolved enough where you both are exclusive, I think it's only a matter of time before you guys, because with the 10 of cups, it's like the end game here, right? And 10 of cups is the marriage, the long term commitment card. So even if you are dating other people, even if they are dating other people, I think it's only a matter of time before they let go of either their options or you let go of your options. And there's also maybe you could be somebody who's emotional, because for your energy I'm picking up on the Page of Cups energy, and for them I'm picking up on the King of Wands energy. You could, of course, there could be vice versa, the energy could be vice versa. But one of you is very emotional with the Page of Cups, so there's an emotional and there's a naivety, okay? So they might, if you are that person, if you are the naive emotional person, they may look at you as somebody who is very immature, very young, while they themselves might look at themselves as somebody who is very, I can run this game. I have been a player in the past. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, so on and so forth. And they look at you and they see that you are very innocent, you are very naive. Or this could be vice versa. Maybe you are the player. Maybe you have had a very wild past. But then you look at this person and you see that there's a naivety, there's an innocence here, and that is what draws both of you in, because both of you are extremely different people from each other, right? Fire and water. So pile 4, I feel like this connection has the potential to get into something long term. This person there's a weight here, but I don't know why I'm just picking up on the fact, because of this divine orchestration helpers in the subtle realms. I feel like this weight will pay off. Okay, whichever this hung up energy that you are in, I feel like it's going towards a positive movement. And with the 10 of cups, there's no doubt about it, that you do have a shot at long term commitment or a good marriage, even if you guys are like, into that concept, or if you would like to entertain into on that level. But your connection right now, of course, it hasn't evolved to that level. It's only starting out, I feel. But somewhere or the other, you both understand that both of you could be that long term partner for each other. And with that belief, if you move forward in this connection, I feel like it will pay off really, really well. So pile 4, that was the most positive reading. By the way, don't tell other piles, but this was the most positive reading I have done amongst the 4 piles. I hope you liked your reading. I wish you guys all the best with this connection. And if you like this reading, please subscribe, please comment whatever feedback, whatever review. If you want to give me any insights, if you want to ask me any questions, except for personal questions, for which I do personal readings, you can get them. I'll leave the details in the description box. But apart from that, any question, any query, any review, any feedback that you have, put them in the comment section below. If you like this reading, if you resonated with this reading, or the messages that I have been giving you, just comment them. Let me know what's going on, okay? And especially pile 4, let me know what's going on in your life, because I'd love to know. And yeah, with that being said, I'll close out this reading. Pile 4, have a good day, good night, wherever you are. I hope you guys take care. Bye.